YouTube, I'm back with a really special event. I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to play a video recording of me telling a story about my encounter with the creature we call the giant rat monster.
Ooh, Dan.
Oh,
It sounded to me like you said Bud Balls. And I'm looking through here. Where the hell's Bud Balls?
Yeah, well, they're right next to
I
the.
didn't find Bud's balls. I found his files.
His buns.
Morning.
There's the chef showing his buns.
Everybody has to excuse me. I had an encounter today with evil.
Ah, yes. Are we ready to tell the story, Dan? Are we ready to tell the story?
I'll be honest with you. I'm still shaking a little bit. It was horrific. It was
a dark and scary morning. Go on.
It was a bright, beautiful morning. I made a comic book video about Beauty and the Beast. It was very disappointing. It turned out to be a freaking X-Men comic book, and I didn't want to do superheroes. So right after I'm finished making the video, I come out here and fire up a fat bowl to sit back and relax and watch it back to make sure I didn't screw it up like I did last week's video that I should have watched before I put it up. And then if you watch that video, you'll see where I screwed up a little bit in the middle. What the fuck ever. And as I sit here in my chair, enjoying the morning, hitting my little bowl, from under the riding lawnmower, a giant rat did appear.
Oh.
No, this wasn't no normal rat, man. This motherfucker was big as a cat. We're talking about 6 pound, 7 pound fucking rat. We're talking about,
Sounds like the rats out here. Go on.
this motherfucker was like the graveyard shift king rat motherfucker, you know. But some bitch was scary looking with these big long fucking buggety teeth. And I'm like, oh fuck no, why are you 10 feet from me? I said, this can't be happening. What the hell do I do? So I looked over to my left, where I keep this bad boy, a genuine oak walking stick, with a really, really sharp spear point on one side, you know. It's a good old walking stick. I grabbed it up and proceeded towards him. The rat, showing no fear, bowed up on its hind legs and looked at me with its dark red glowing eyes and opened its mouth, showing its big fucking teeth. And I was like, oh hell no, as I give it the Louisville Slugger swing from deep dark in my right, popping it upside its head. I had a flash like in the cartoons when you hit something and it's sitting there with the goddamn little shit spinning around the top of its motherfucking head. You know, as the rat went down, boys and girls. It went to the ground. It was laying there looking dead. Like I thought, with them little stars circling around its head like a cartoon. And I thought to myself, hey, this would be a great time to step on that motherfucker's head and squish it back. You know, like in a cartoon. Like when the coyote drops the amble on the roadrunner and tries to mash him flat. So I drawed up my big giant leg and come down right towards his head. That's when I realized at this point I was dealing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Master Shredder. It's this fucking rat in slow motion like in the goddamn Matrix. Just drew back from under my foot as it come down. It bowed his head back and I missed. And it was like it was happening in slow motion. As that fucking some bitch locked down on my goddamn foot with his big giant teeth. Right into the side of my shoe. I felt the wind off his giant teeth. Right by my little toe. And I went, oh fuck no. At this point I realized I may be losing. And something set in on me that don't usually happen. I panicked a little bit. I was like, oh fuck, what do? I didn't drop my stick. So, being an ECW and WWE wrestling fan, watching years of wrestling. Just recently, like yesterday, I sat through 2 hours of Jim Cornette on the Jim Cornette Experience talking about Terry Funk and the good old days of wrestling. So with that on my mind, I did the only fucking thing I could think to do. I grabbed the metal trash can lid off the trash can that sat beside me and proceeded to go upside the giant rat attached to my foot's head with the metal trash can. Bam! Every time I hit that bitch, I also realized I was hitting my fucking foot. That hurt. Bam! The rat squealed. I squealed. The rat looking up at me, still holding on to my foot. Again, he shook his head back and forth. I said, "Oh, you trying to hurt me?" Bam! I hit it hard as I could. At that point, I realized I probably hit my foot so hard I might have broke something. So I was like, "Oh fuck no, this son of a bitch ain't letting go." I'm shaking it all around. So I decided at this point it's time to get vicious. I turned the damn trash can lid sideways and hit it with the side of the trash can, the hard part. You know, like a mark. The way you hit somebody when you want to hurt them. I hit him right between his eyes with the side, the little thin side of that hard trash can, and it went bing. At this point, not only did the rat go flying, but also my shoe. As my shoe dropped to the ground, the rat rolled under the riding lawnmower, and I fell to my ass, busting my knee open. Blood went everywhere. I'm sitting there on the ground with a big bruise on my ass and my busted open leg bleeding everywhere. Holding a trash can lid, thinking to myself, did that really just fucking happen? Did that just not feel like I was in Deadly Eyes, the fucking horror movie? Did this goddamn giant rat just try to eat me? It was at that point that this psycho motherfucking rat, with no regard for itself, come running out from under that goddamn tractor straight towards me with his teeth blaring and his eye bleeding where I'd been pounding on him. I think it might have been pissed off. But he picked a bad time because I was still holding a trash can lid in my hand. So it's a Jim Cornette swinging the tennis racket motion. I come around and backslap that fucking rat so goddamn hard it bit the trash can lid, just like ECW wrestling, baby. That motherfucker shot back under that goddamn tractor with a thud, hitting the back of his head on the tractor as it went under, exploding it in blood. Blood that flew from the tractor all the way over to my face. Over 1 million rat blood. So the rat's hurt at this point, and the rat staggers out from under the tractor towards me, but he's going real slow. I dropped back the trash can lid and I said, "Come on, motherfucker. Give you some." It was at this point, the rat, I swear to God, took his little right rat finger and gave me the bird.
No doubt.
He gave me the bird.
No!
No, he gave me the little rat finger. And then he turned around and spit a big mouthful of blood on me, on my leg. And I was fixing to knock the fuck out of him. And you know what this little spiteful son of a bitch did? You know what this little spiteful bastard did? He grabbed my shoe and drug it under the tractor.
Was your foot in it?
No, my shoe had come off.
Oh, okay.
Remember, my shoe's laying on the ground in front of him. He comes crawling out. He gives me the finger. He spits blood on my fucking knee, grabs my fucking shoe, and runs back under the tractor with it. Spiteful, vengeful little son bitch. It was at this point that my blood pressure spiked. I guess because I got, Tourette's and a little bit of a mental issue. I guess. I don't know. I've been told that I fucking exploded in anger and fucking lost my fucking mind. I ran into the house and grabbed the 12-gauge pump shotgun. And then it was on as I just took the pump shotgun, laid it flat on the ground, and fired it off up under the goddamn tractor. Guess what?
What the fuck, Dan?
Yeah, I know, I kind of blowed up some shit, but that's okay because I got the little bastard. He come running out. He dropped my motherfucking shoe, too, didn't you, little son of a bitch? He come running up for that tractor, headed for higher ground with his ass bleeding, where there's a couple of BBs from the shot I had used that got him, because I didn't use loads like you do with a shotgun. I had some what they call rat shot, a bunch of little BBs and shit in it. So I didn't kill him, but I tanned that hide good. He about 10 or 12 of them little BBs got him in the ass. Now he's bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. He shoots out from under the goddamn carport running. I said, oh, fuck no, bitch. You ain't getting away. So I take off after him like I'm a fud, you know. I got the shotgun. I'm going to the backyard. Kaboom! I missed. He dodges to the right under some kind of little wagon thing. I blowed it up. Boom, boom, twice. You ain't hiding under there, little son of a bitch. He darts off through the woods, and I start down the hill after him. Boom, boom, boom. By this time, all my neighbors out in the yard screaming and hollering and shit. And I went out to holler at my neighbor, it's okay, I'm trying to kill a rat. And I slipped. Fell down the hill, winded up. It's been raining for like 4 days. I wound it up. Covered in blood, stuck up, stabbed up with sticks, bleeding every fucking where. Covered in fucking mud, laying in the woods with a shotgun.
Take your shoes on that.
So I come limping back up here and decided, you know what? It might be a good time just to take a shower and change clothes. And that's when Sarah texted me right after I got out of the shower that this show was happening.